Oi, oi, guys. Thought I'd get out for a bit of a walk and grab the camera. I've been watching this fella that I've just got into his channel, and it's funny how you meet people, right? And he'd made mention about, you know, people wanting things quick, and I thought, yeah, that comes to mental health too. People want the quick fix, the quick something, which I want to get into. But Justin Squibb, go and check him out. He's got a great channel. He hasn't got that many videos, and if you're watching, matey, just watched all your videos. It's a really good message. We share a lot of the same thought patterns as far as people out there that don't walk the walk and talk the talk, yet they're telling people, you know, hey, try this, try that. I don't do that. If I haven't tried something with my guys, I tell them, listen, I've read this or I heard about this, you might want to give it a go. I haven't tried it yet, but you might want to give it a go. But if I have tried things, I'm normally coming at them with, listen, this worked for me, you know, give it a try. Doesn't mean it's going to, you know, but let's give it a try when I talk about tools. But he also talks about, you know, yes, that's just what they are. Meditation, I meditate every day. I journal. I'm not 100% clever with journaling every day. I do my Wim Hof breathing. I'm going to get into, you know, doing ice work. But this is all work for me. This is all stuff for me. This is all stuff to where I'm getting so deep into how the mind works. I want to know what I can do. And I've been taking cold showers for quite some time. Again, it's all for me. And some of those people that I've got involved in working with this with their mind has helped them tremendously as far as, you know, focusing somewhere. And if you're getting into a cold shower, you'll focus. And then it's a matter of telling yourself something different. But anyway, go and check him out. Go and check him out. Justin Squibb. And I hope I said the surname correctly. But great videos. Great, really is. Anyway, getting back to this instant gratification. And I've spoken about this before a little bit. And when it comes to doing, I don't know what I'm looking around for. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to cross the road and walk up that way. I think I will. I think I'll cross over. But when it comes to our own mental health, and we get in and we start talking to somebody, and you know, we're believing that overnight, or having that chat, all of a sudden, hey, I'm good to go. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It's a matter of looking at a lot of different things from a lot of different angles, and having someone that has an understanding of where you're at is a blessing. And that's where I come in. I trust me, every single story that sits in front of me is a different story, and you don't treat everybody with the same ways, but there's patterns that show up, there's certain things to look for, there's, you know, especially when it comes to relationships and shit like that. But that being said, there's no overnight quick fix for anything. It just doesn't happen. But we're in a society that is so wanting instant gratification. I'm just as much to blame for that, right? And everybody that's carrying one of those computers in their pocket, me included. Well, not right now. I left it in the house. Oi, oi, sweet as a nut. All right, double lively, matey, double lively. Anyway, I left the old phone in the house, but you know, we're carrying that in our pocket now, and now you're attached to your work 24/7. And you know, I know people will be like, "Oh no, I'm not." No, I get it. You switch it off, but think about when that wasn't in your pocket, and you know, people works knew. Oh, they're off. I can't get a hold of them, and they worked around that. But now it's just so easy to I'll just give them a quick text and find, you're unavailable. But it's pulled us into this instant gratification, wanting that instant gratification again, right? And you know, what if you're growing and you keep falling and you keep falling and you keep falling, and then you're like, oh, you're looking for that instant gratification, and the next time you would have made it, but you pull out, right? Work. It takes work. It takes work. I know when I first came to this country, beautiful country that it is, I thought it was unbelievable how much there was drive-through everything. And I'm scrolling, you know, and I'm not saying it ain't happening in UK now, but I don't know if it's on the same scale. I haven't been back in a while. But I remember first coming in, like scratching my head. When I really got scratching my head was when I was out with these couple of fellas and I was a passenger, and they wanted to get some liquor. And they pull up to this hole in the wall and they start exchanging. I'm like, what's going on there? And I said to the fellas, because I was sitting in the back, and I'm like, hey, what's going on here? And they're like, it's the liquor store. I mean, what are you talking about? And they're like, we're buying our liquor. And I'm like, fucking hell, man, that's like, get out. You don't get out the car and walk into it. And the instant gratification is taking so much away. So much. I mean, just the fact that, you know, if you were to park the bloody car, got out of the car, first of all, you've got the thing of you're walking, you're moving your body, you're tuning into a different surrounding. Because as soon as you get outside, I'm feeling pretty damn great right now, because I'm out where the trees are and everything. It's a great feeling. I feel good, right? But when we're just sitting in our cars and we just want to go, all right, you know, it's like wanting that instant gratification. I mean, look at anybody that uses Amazon, right? I'm not knocking it, I use it too, right? But we want it like, now we're checking like, oh, when can we, and God, so many times I've looked at it and gone, how the heck are they going to get that there for like between the times they're saying, which would be like 4 in the morning to like 9 in the morning or some crazy, like, you know, like you're going to get up and it's going to be on your doorstep. And I'm thinking, holy shit, what's kind of happened? And it's society pushing it, right? We got those things that are in front of us, and yes, people want instant gratification, absolutely. Myself included, right? But I tell you, just like this fella, this Justin Squibb, I was watching his thing, and it's like, okay, you know, it's your environment will dictate it to you too. Because I know when I lived in London, again, it was a good, you know, freaking few years ago now. But when I lived in London, I could still tell the difference by coming here, you know, 30 years ago, and all of a sudden, especially with the food, I remember that clearly. Like the amount that you got here was like, holy shit, that's what you get. And then you start falling into that and wanting that, right? So then when I'd go back to England and then I'd order a burger there, I'd go, what's that? Right? And then the instant gratification, it's like wanting, you know, what, like fucking, how long am I waiting for my food? And it's like, come on. If we could all start taking a bit of a breather, yeah, and start realising what we're actually doing to ourselves by that instant gratification. I mean, even now we're looking, oh, when can I have it delivered? Oh, it's not next day delivery? Ah, right? What's it teaching us? To have no patience, I'm sure there's a bunch of morals or something wrapped up into that somewhere. Right, I'm sure there's something, right? I'm sure there is something. It seems wrong on so many different levels to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been working on my patience and stuff, and starting to see these certain things when it comes to instant gratification. And I'm like, God, blimey, yeah. And then what happens? Yeah, it's like you walk into a store. No one wants to walk up to a person anymore I'm to blame for it, and sometimes, you know, it started off with my anxiety because it made it easy for me not to have to, believe it or not, not so much now. I like to converse with people. It's funny how that turns around when you get a handle of yourself. But yeah, it was like, go up to the speedy thingy now, do it yourself. Blip, done, put out the door, right? Not like walk up, put it on the belt, and actually have a freaking human interaction. No, don't do that, because that's bad. That's what society's starting to teach you. It's starting to, we're starting to look and not have the patience or anything, which is sending our anxieties through the, do you know the freaking anxiety has gone through the ceiling as far as I heard the latest reports on it? Like mental health is like freaking, and you know the pharmaceutical companies are like absolutely rubbing their hands together, matey. Holy shit balls, they are making the freaking cocktails as we speak. They are like they're in the lab, white check. Oh yes, got the freaking, they got the old screen on it, seeing the anxiety numbers. Oh, and they're freaking stirring with bigger spoons, mate. Hell yeah. Why wouldn't they? They're taking advantage of a situation, right? I mean, do I like it? Fuck no, I don't like it. Hell no. I think it's complete and utter bullshit. But you know, we're so quick for wanting that instant gratification. Yeah, trust me, I've been on a lot of different medications. I've been on cocktails of medications. And fucking that shit wasn't hitting me anywhere but down the fucking shitter. Let me tell you, I couldn't even function on some of it. It was rough, and I was chefing then, and the last straw was me standing in a kitchen like zombie, looking around and not quite knowing what the heck's going on. And I thought, oh, this is brilliant when I've got to be freaking switched on. And I was a fucking garde-manger chef at the Chevy Chase Country Club. If you know it, you know it. It's like, son of a bitch. Yeah. And, you know, but the instant gratification, I wanted the instant gratification. I wanted something that I could just fucking pop and go, sweet as a nut. I feel all right, right? And then not being able to put up with the fucking discomfort of it all. You know, now because of my own journey, finding tools and finding ways, and then knowing about going back to those roots and doing the hard shit and seeing that there isn't instant gratification. On some things, it can be quick. It can be a quick answer. And you put it to them and they go, yeah, and I've had people straight up, yep, got it. And everything was sweet. Then there's other times, you know, you're talking about it a lot more and you might be going a little bit deeper and some more parts come up in the story, and, you know, there's a better picture being painted, and that takes time. So don't think that, hey, I shouldn't be in therapy this long, or I shouldn't be in coaching this long, or anything like that, right? Get away from the instant gratification. Get out your cars and walk into places. Communicate with people. We're losing that. And it's not good because we want the instant gratification. We went to a couple of markets weekend and there was local people there, and I tell you what, it was absolutely fucking banging talking to them. One of them's whips. I've done they do sauces, and it's freaking absolutely sweet as a nut. And the fella at the end, I bought one of his sauces, which was absolutely banging. We've nearly done it already. He came over, the fella that makes the stuff, and he says, "Hey, that's good to see somebody wearing that." And he was looking at my mala, which I don't have on right now. And I feel kind of, it's weird. I've just realised. And he goes, "I'm Hindi," and that's like, I'm like, "Hey, thanks, man." And it was just that fucking connection with a human being, slowing everything down, helping the fella out by, and I did. I wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't fucking liked it. It's banging. But just having a fucking conversation and then hitting him up on Instagram and then banging a post out there, and he did the same, and you know, it's just like, okay, that's community, but that needs slowing down. If you don't fucking take the time to start meeting the people and communicating and using your voice, you're going to lose it, and then you're going to be afraid, and people are not wanting to go outside. And I got a bit of that too recently. It's like fucking all of a sudden I'm getting this like, oh, I don't know, and yeah, not good. Not good. Takes working on that. Takes an awareness, and society and our surroundings can do it to us. So, you know, be aware of these things, guys. Hope everybody has a good one. I hope everybody gets something from this, and go and check that guy out. I'll put a link down in the description. Go and check his channel out. It's worth having a look. And the fella's from Thailand, brought up in London. Not sure where yet. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's London. I think it is, but I'm not sure. And is now living back in Thailand and putting a channel out there where he wants to help and that. And I'm like, yep, sweet. I'd like to pull him into the community. So go and check him out. Stay that course, guys. Namaste.